Hello guys, good morning. And in last class we have been talking about EC2, right? Linux and Windows. We have created Linux and Windows EC2 and connected with them. Have you guys any doubts related to that? Are you able to do this? EC2 instance, creating EC2 and connecting to it, both Linux and Windows. Let us have a quick recap. And the topic we have been discussing in our last class is EC2 and creating EC2, connecting to EC2. We have done Linux EC2 creation and connection both in class, right? And I asked you to do Windows. Have you done this, guys? Creating Windows EC2 and connecting to it? Yes, Kalyan and others. Shravani, yes. Okay. Others? So let us discuss steps in creating EC2 instance. First thing is choosing AMI. Here we have three options. We have something called as quick start, of course. Popular ones, most used ones will be kept under quick start so that you can easily access them. Quick start is there. And then my AMI something is there. My AMI or private AMI and community AMIs, AWS Marketplace, that is Market AMIs. So these are different kinds of AMIs. Quick Start has more of community AMIs. Linux is one community. Amazon Linux is one community. Ubuntu is one community. Fedora, CentOS, Red Hat. So community AMIs, all community AMIs you can go and see here. And AWS Marketplace will have all, and this AWS Marketplace also has AMIs created by enterprises. For example, say Cisco, Oracle, let's say example of Microchip. Microchip is a manufacturer of electronics. They manufacture these electronic devices, chips, microcontrollers, embedded systems in short. So they need one IDE to program these chips. So to code this, they need some software IDE, and they have launched one AMI with that IDE, etc., already pre-installed in it. And they can ask people, embedded engineer or embedded software developer, to go create EC2 instance with that AMI. You will get that IDE, so you can use that to create programs, customize programs, testing, development, design, etc. for those things. So such kind of AMIs are also available in AWS Marketplace. And my AMI, you can create your own AMI. We will discuss that. And step two, what is step two, guys? Step one is choosing AMI. Step two is foreign storage. Yes, instance type, right? You have to choose your instance type. Instance type. Here, instance type, what it is, your CPU, RAM, and also network put together. You will get these three things as a package. We have different types of instances, general purpose instance types, compute optimized instance types, accelerated computing instance types, all these things. And then third step, yes, configuring instance. Yes, Ravani, and it's the configure your instance configuration. In configuration, we choose our pricing model. One option is there to choose pricing model, number of instances, and network, of course, your region and subnet, or VPC we say. We will choose that. And then we have a lot many options. You can apply roles here, roles to your EC2 instance. We have not yet discussed, so I'm not putting them. Only pricing model and network for now. We have discussed those two only. And fourth step, yes, fourth step is storage. Yes, Kalyan, Shravani, and Ipsita. Fourth step is storage. I guess storage, right? And here storage by default is EBS. And again in this EBS, root volume will be there. If you want additional volume, you can add, or you can also modify the root volume. And we have something called as nitro systems. Again in this EBS, nitro systems are there. That is for high performance. The processor to storage transactions will be very high, nitro systems, and these nitro systems belong to compute intense category in instance types. We will talk about those things today. And fifth step, tags. Yes, tags. And here in tags are useful to provide more information. Not only that, tags are useful to apply policies. Suppose you have EC2 instances, uh, you have set 10 EC2 instances. 5 EC2 instances are used for application development instances, and 2 or 3 of them are for storage. Step 6 is tags. Okay. Then step 5 would be security group. Okay. Sorry. Security group. So here security group we have to know inbound and outbound. So inbound by default all the traffic is allowed. Sorry, outbound all the traffic is allowed by default. That it means all the traffic can any traffic can go outside of your EC2 instance. Fifth step, add tags. Okay, let's check. Yeah, fifth step is add tags. The previous one is on correct. Okay, no problem. It's the add tags. Tags gives that extra information. Tags especially help in adding policies. As I said, suppose there are 10 EC2 instances. Your organization has 10 EC2 instances. 5 are used for app development. And say remaining are used for management, backend servers, and some servers are for just to store data. Suppose if you want to apply policies, why? Because you want to share some information stored in EC2 to marketing department, and you don't want to give access to all of those instances because there are production servers, testing servers, and some EC2 instances are used for storage. In such cases you can add policies. You have tags to all of these EC2 instances. Based on those tags you can add policies. You can say this marketing department, that group, can access two EC2 instances having tags as roles, storage, like that. That is tags, and tags also helps us to keep EC2 instance easily organized, easily you can identify when there are many instances. That's about tags. And after choosing your security group, you have to edit your inbound rules accordingly. If it is a front end server, if it is a web server, then you have to add a HTTP rule. If it is a backend server running a database, then a database MySQL rule has to be there. Except SSH if it is a Linux. If it is a Windows instance, RDP, which provides virtualization. Except those roles, and other protocols are by default not allowed to into your EC2 instance. And you can decide which traffic should visit your EC2 instance. And that's why we call security group as firewall. And outbound, by default, all the traffic is allowed to go outside from your EC2 instance. And then seventh step, review and create. right? Review and launch or review and create. And here you'll create your key pair and download your key pair if you are new. If you have existing key pair, you can just choose the key pair and start launch your instance. And connecting to EC2, this procedure is different for Linux EC2 or Linux AMI and different for Windows AMI. We'll say EC2 only.
Morning, ma'am. Imran this side.
Yes,
Ye-
Imran?
Yesterday we have created Windows, and after that have terminated that.
Yes, yes.
Then I cannot delete. Can we delete that part or just we can?
Termination means deletion.
I mean that one was there, so terminate
Yeah,
is
it
fine. Till terminate, it's fine, right?
yeah, it will go. It will be for some time, but you
Mm-hmm.
have already deleted. It shows it will be there for some time, it will go.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, connecting to Linux and connecting to Linux for Windows users is different, and for Linux and Mac users it's different. Suppose you are a Windows user and most of you are Windows users, you have either you can use browse if it is Amazon Linux AMI 2. Yeah, putty for Windows. If you want to use SSH, you need putty, and then you need to convert key to .ppk, and then you can connect with your instance. This is the procedure. For Windows, you download RDP file, yeah, pem2ppk, and you can connect. Yes. To connect with Windows EC2, again, the procedure is for Windows users. Here you have to download putty. Here you no need to download because RDP client will be there. Remote desktop protocol will be already there in Windows. So Windows users can download the RDP file. First, you need to get the password. You have to give your .pem file and decrypt password. After that, either you can download RDP file and connect, or you can go to your run, type in as mstsc, you'll get RDP window. Give username and password. Username is administrator, password you'll get from AWS console. Username and password, connect. So this is the procedure to connect to Linux as well as Windows. For Mac users, I'm using Mac now. You have to use terminal. For Linux, to connect to Windows instances, you need to download RDP protocol. So this is like opposite. For Windows users, you no need to download anything. RDP is already there in your operating system and you can access from your run. Or you can download RDP file. When you open it, automatically RDP window will open up. You no need to download anything to connect to Windows instance. You don't need any extra software. And for Linux, you need extra software called as PuTTY to remotely connect to Linux instances. And Mac users, for Linux, you need not download anything. You can directly use your terminal. This notebook, please send in chat. Okay. Okay, we will do it. If it is possible, we'll send. So Mac users can connect using terminal. And here Mac users, they need to download RDP uh, software, this RDP, and download and install RDP client. Okay, all videos are uploading in 360 YouTube channel. Is they are uploading in any available? Okay. So then you can check there, right, uh, in that YouTube channel. Okay, it's also added in your LMS. Great. Okay. So coming here, Mac users, they need to download and install RDP client. And after that procedure is same. Either you can download RDP file and connect if you have this software, and then this is not applicable to Mac users. You can download and connect or open your RDP software, give username and password, and connect to your Windows EC2 instance. Okay, for professional data science, they added. Okay. So Mac users, to connect to Linux instances, they can use terminal, right? This is my terminal, and some Mac, uh, it will be in black. In my Mac version, I have terminal in white in color. This is terminal. Let us go on connect to instance. I have this instance already running, but I don't have a key pair of this instance. So let us connect to this instance. This is stopped right now. Instance state is stop. Start instance. And key pair is demo EC2. Yes, I have this key pair on this laptop. Let me go and check in downloads. You have also started. Okay. Imran, are you using Mac? No. Okay. Demo EC2. Yes, demo ec2.pem is there. Let's go back and check. It's still in pending state. Usually it will not take this much time to become running. Maybe some issue at AWS. Also got
For me, it's
notifications today. Yes,
for me it's running, man.
for you it's running.
Yeah, it
Mm,
started running.
okay. Yeah, now it's running. And also got two notifications. If there are any issues with AWS, they will post it here. Two open issues are there. RDS operational issue and ELV operational issue in this zone. In this zone. Okay. Same, yes. Let's go back and connect to this instance. Connect. And here, if you see, we have some instructions. Open a SSH client. Locate your private key file. The key used to launch this instance is demo ec2.pem. In my case, this is my key pair name. And run this command. And this procedure is for Linux instances. And in Mac also, you can use the same procedure. First, locate your private key file. I know that my private key file is in downloads. Then I have to run this command on my terminal. And before running this command, I should go to the path where file is located. On my terminal is from users directory. It's not from downloads. So let us navigate to downloads first. See, now I'm in downloads. And then we will copy this. chmod 400 demo ec2.pem. This will make key not publicly viewable one. Chmod is the command to change used to change file permissions. So let us go. That means we are securing this as a private key. Except a sudo user, no others regular users cannot open this .pem file. It's a private key file, and there is no permission to edit this file also. So first we are making it as a private file, not publicly viewable one. And then connect to your instance using its public DNS. And we have example here, this one here. So SSH and this I means you are using some document, some key. So when you're using any document to log in, then you have to say -I. Otherwise, if you are SSHing into any other Linux instance, local instance within your network, you can just say SSH space IP address of that computer. Here we are connecting to EC2 instance, AWS EC2 instance. So -I, and we are using our keypair.pem file. And then this one, which is DNS name. Instead of this, you can also use IP address. In Linux, it will work. In Mac, for some reason, it's not accepting IP addresses. You will be able to use only DNS name. But in Linux, it works. You can also use IP address. So I am SSH, through SSH connecting into this computer which has this DNS name using this key file. Hit enter. Yes, I have connected to my EC2. And Mac users, if you want to connect to Windows instance, then you need to download RDP client software. Remote desktop connection for Mac, let's say. Microsoft Remote Desktop on Mac App Store, and it's free. You have to use that. This one. Let me open in my laptop. Client. Here it is, Windows Server.rdp, some file. So this is FTP file which we have downloaded. To some instance I have downloaded, but that instance is not there. I have terminated that. But let's talk about the procedure. So using this, you can connect to your Windows instance. You can download, and if you try to open that file, it will open up using this software. Give password and you can connect to it. Or you have to add workspace, add PC, not workspace, add PC, and you have to give host name. Host name is the DNS name or IP address. Use DNS name. Let us use so if you add this host name, which is DNS name of your Windows server, it will add like this. So this kind of icon will come. You should click on it and give username and password. Username is administrator and password you can get from AWS console. See, here we have three things: host name, username, password, both in Linux and Windows. Host name we know. Host name we will get from AWS console. It's a public IP address or DNS name. That is our host name. And username. In Linux, we have username as ec2-user. If it is Windows, username is administrator. And then password. Password, if it is SSH, you have to use either PEM or PPK directly. If it is Windows, you have to decrypt that password and you'll get a single line decrypted password. You can use that. Clear, guys? Any doubts in this? And now let's go here. And I'll connect through browser or terminal. Terminal is also open. And to log in as root user, sudo su hyphen is the command. It's asking me password. So it's applying for what's password. Password is .pem file. So enter. Try again. So quit. Okay. My instance has been stopped. That is the issue. Yes, it has been stopped. Why? Because I have applied some alarm here. Because of that, it has got stopped. And no problem. We will connect with this instance, but I don't have this key pair. So when I have created this key pair, I'm using a different laptop, so I don't have this key pair on this laptop, but we can connect using browser. EC2 instance connectors there. Let's connect via browser. Yes. And we know sudo su hyphen or sudo hyphen I will make us as root user. And to know present working directory, pwd slash root is my present working directory. And we also know Linux file system cd space forward slash will take me to root directory, and this root means parent directory. We also have one subdirectory with name root. This means your root user home directory, root user's home directory. Say ls will give you list of things, and ls hyphen ltr will also give you extra details like permissions and other things. You can see the time and all. Last updated means updated by AWS because they are maintaining AMI. And these are permissions. And chmod is the command used to change the permissions. So we will discuss about that later, and we will talk about some commands. Ls, we know. Pwd, we know. Suppose you want to install anything, then you have to use yum. And it depends upon your Linux operating system. Suppose you are using Ubuntu, then you have to use apt-get. For this Linux version, we have to say yum install. Yum install is the command. To create any file, touch is the command. Touch demo.txt. Demo.txt is there. Clear command used to clear your terminal, and up and down arrow keys you can navigate to your previous commands. And to read the file, cat touch dot demo.txt. No, because we have not written anything. Suppose you want to edit this file, then vi is editor. And these editors also are different in different Linux distributions. Vi comes default within the operating system, so you can use vi editor. If you want to install any other editors for your Linux, you can install. NIM editor is there. Some editors are there, which is suppose you want other editors. Why? Because they display your text using different colors. If you want that, you can install. any other Linux editor. You can go on Google search Linux editors. They are like your text editors. We have text document, right, in Windows. If you don't have that text document software, you cannot edit text documents. In the same way, Linux, vi is the editor name, vi demo.txt. So it has opened up, but you cannot edit. To edit this, you have to type or click escape I, escape followed by I. Then your mode will change to insert mode. On bottom you can see it has changed to insert. And here, let's say this is example text file. And to save it, again you have to hit escape. Now it is not insert mode. Colon WQ exclamatory mark. So this is used to save and quit. Suppose you don't want to save, then W will not be there. Colon Q exclamatory mark. I'll try to read this cat demo.txt. So no, because I have not saved it. Again vi demo.txt. We know escape followed by I will take me to insert mode. And here I can say example text document. And to save it, again escape colon WQ exclamatory mark. Now let us read cat index.html, not sorry, demo.txt. Right now we have saved. So let us make this Linux instance as a web server. Step by step, I'll write these documents in the Word document. You can also follow. So start your EC2 instances, Linux, connect to them either through browser or PuTTY. Let me close this and reconnect. So everyone, please connect to your Linux EC2 instances. Everyone ready? Connected to your EC2 instances? Imran, yes. Farhin, yes. Sita, yes. And if you are not doing in class, please take screenshots. So first we have to log in as root user, but it is not recommended in production environment because root user will have administrator privileges. He can do anything, delete anything. And Linux OS, if you have not mastered in it or not having knowledge in it, then it is dangerous to operate as a root user. But anyway, we are just learning it. It's our just a test EC2 machine, so we can log in as root user. So instead of logging as root user, what people will do is they always use sudo in front of commands. That means you will be root user for that particular command. Let us log in as root user. Sudo su hyphen or sudo hyphen I. That is our first command. So what we are doing, we are launching a web server in Linux EC2. So first command after opening your EC2, connecting to your EC2 is sudo su hyphen. Everything will be in small, no caps. Sudo su hyphen. After logging in as root user, go to your root directory, root path we say, parent directory. That is cd space forward slash. And you can check pwd. Your present working directory is this. You can also work from your root directory or any other directory, but as a beginner to avoid confusions, it's better to start from the parent directory. You'll not get this file not found error. Why? Because everything is kept under parent directory or root directory. So it's better to start from there. And now we will install this using yum. Command is yum install hyphen y httpd. That's it. httpd. Yum is used to install anything. And hyphen y. Without hyphen y also you can say httpd. Hyphen y means it will ask you to confirm yes or no. Here itself you're saying yes, I'm confirming this installation. Yes. Hyphen y stands for yes, httpd. And hit enter. See, you have installed a package called httpd, which is Apache server package. And this is Apache server package, but uh, nginx server is not installed. It's not attached to your Apache server, meaning it cannot load images and graphics, just text. It can load handle requests from the clients, and it can load text in your HTML page. If there are any images inserted in that HTML page, it will not be displayed. And with this installation, you can go and check your parent directory now. How to load images, then HTTPD, if you want means, then you have to use different Apache version server. You have to install a different one. So if I go up, ls, I have not given ls. Okay, let us say ls now. Do we learn that part as well? No. So you can try. I'll provide information. Uh, we were, because we have to write that lengthy code. We don't be using that and all. So we will just see how EC2 works as a web server. If it we are making it as web server because we need to discuss other services like auto scaling, load balancing. So that's why we are making it as a simple web server, and it's also simple operating system. That's why root volume is 8 GB only. And then check your contents now. Nothing has been changed. Everything is same, but in your var folder, let us go to var folder, cd var. So here, your next command is cd var.
For me, I'm unable to get this demo.txt.
Yes, the demo.txt just now I have created, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You'll not get while I am introducing these commands, I have created one demo.txt, say example. So it will not be there for you.
Also, like EFS is also not there. EFS after
Yeah,
label.
EFS is also, I have attached this file system called EFS. EFS will also be not there for you. So demo.txt EFS will not there for you. Rest of things will be there.
Mm.
Okay, and cd space var. That means we are going into that folder, and then list out the contents. ls. You can see this one, deb. So this deb has added after installation. We have installed HTTPD service, and that's why this deb folder came in here. And then we will go to this folder and ls. It has two things, cj-bin and html. So rather than this, you can directly give path var slash deb slash html. Next step is we are going to into HTML folder. Before that, Let us talk about CGI-bin and HTML folders. This is a web service, right? Web server. HTTPD is a web server application. What servers do? What is the job of servers? They have to accept requests from the clients or computers coming from the internet, uh, part of internet. They will send requests. Server has to accept that request and send response back. And in sending that response back, there are two types. One is sending a static response. We call it a static serving. Yeah, to connect between each users. Okay. Yes, we are talking about sending back response, right? Handling requests is one thing. It has to handle requests means it has to accept requests. That is first thing. And then it has to look into request and provide response back. And these response is of two types: static response and dynamic response. Static means uh, sending images, HTML pages, or static responses. If responses coming from the servers are these HTML web pages or images, then it is static response. That file is there on server side, and the same file is sent to you as a response, and you can view that file on browser. And all those static files are nothing but your HTML pages, are kept under HTML folder. HTML pages will be under HTML folder. And what is this CGI-bin? There will be some server side scripts. Suppose user has to enter some data in the server. That means server has to accept that. For that, while developing your web application, you have to write a script which accepts data from user and writes in database or in any other documented format, logs in any document or in your database. For this, you need a script, and that type of serving is called as dynamic serving. So here it's not a static serving or static response. The file is not sent as is. Some script or program is there, server is executing that program, and output of that program is to accept the value and log into database, and server will do that. So in short, this HTTPD server application, if there are any server side scripts, put it in CGI-bin. If HTML pages are there, put it in HTML folder. Clear, guys? CGI-bin is for scripts, HTML is for static pages. Let us create one HTML page. For that, we need to go to HTML folder. CD HTML. So just to discuss all this, we have listed out and came here to HTML. Instead of this, you can directly say CD var slash dev slash HTML. And we will create one index HTML page. Why name has to be index? Index means by default one. Fareen Sanya, you didn't got the CGI-bin?
Yes, no.
You got it?
No, no.
Uh, so you should go to CD dev. Dev is this folder is there.
No, actually, I'm talking about the explanation that you gave.
Okay, CGI-bin means your server-side scripts. It can be Python scripts, any other scripts. Your server will have some scripts, right? So
Yeah. So
programs.
the output for the CGI bin is
CGI-bin is just a folder. It will be
okay.
empty. HTML will also be empty. As a
Okay.
web developer, how will you develop your web application? There will be some HTML pages, and
Yes.
also there will be some server side programs. Programs you have to keep under this one,
Okay.
and your HTML docs, there you have to keep them under this HTML.
Okay. So this HTML is a static response, is
Yes,
it?
static response.
Okay. And the CGI bin contains server-side scripts.
Yes,
Okay. Okay. Thank
and
you.
they will be empty. You have to develop your server side programs and keep under the CGI-bin. Web
Okay.
pages, that is HTML web pages, you have to write your HTML web pages and keep under HTML directory.
Okay. Okay. And who can access this CGI bin? Only the who created
It's users, clients.
only the users.
Yeah,
Okay.
clients can access CGI-bin.
And static response?
Static response also same.
Okay.
Both are same. So if
Okay. Okay.
client is asking for CGI-bin program means output will be the response will be the output of the program. What is output of the program? To accept value from him. Suppose client is sending one value to server. Server
Okay.
executes program and accepts the value.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. Thank you.
yeah, okay. And HTML. So let us create one HTML page. VI, right? VI is our editor. Next command, VI index.html. If index.html is already there, vi will open it. If index.html is not yet there, then vi will create and open it. Vi index.html. It will take you to this screen. Then here you have to press escape followed by, so escape and I, not together, escape followed by I. Then at bottom you can see it will take you to insert mode. Now type in your HTML document. Create or type in HTML code. So let us type simple HTML code. HTML. These are HTML tags. Then we are just having body. Let's say H1. H1 means it's a size of your heading. H stands for heading. H1, H2, different sizes. Let us also use one paragraph. Yeah, header. Yeah, H stands for header. Okay. And P, if you want to put any paragraphs, P. So let's say this is my first HTML, or say my test. Created on Linux EC2. So it's your wish. You can just type in text also between HTML tags. No need to give body, header, paragraph. Just use your HTML and the slash HTML tags. And in between, you can put any text also. A simple HTML document. You can type in any HTML code. You can use colors if you are aware of how to use this. But for now, just keep it as simple. And then you have to save it. For saving, again you have to say press escape, and then colon WQ exclamatory mark and enter. This is to save. So let me say escape colon WQ exclamatory mark. Just give me a minute, guys. And then you have to start your HTTPD service. So service,
After this, we wrote it down something like on the top. Then after that, escape. Then
this one colon WQ exclamatory mark.
colon W
Q exclamatory mark.
colon W exclamatory mark.
Yes.
I'm not getting it.
Uh, you will come out of your document again. You will be there here.
No, after escaping, I'm not getting anything.
Yeah, after escape, you will you can see that insert will not be there.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah. Insert is gone. Then yeah.
Yeah, insert is gone. Now type colon WQ exclamatory mark.
Colon W. I don't know, like I'm not typing anything here. Colon W exclamatory mark.
Say pi index.html.
Can you please kindly check my screen, ma'am, please?
Yeah. See, first you'll be in this insert mode, right? Insert.
Yeah, yeah,
And then after pressing escape, insert will go.
yeah. It's gone, but after that, I'm not getting anything. Like if I want to
Yes,
write it
now
down,
you have to type in colon. Colon will come here.
colon. That's what. Now I got it. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, colon WQ exclamatory mark and
W
hit enter.
Q exclamatory mark. Exclamatory mark. Yeah. After that,
Hit enter.
yeah, I got it. Thanks.
Okay. Everyone up to here done? And if you want to cross check, you can say cat. Cat is a command used to read cat index.html. So you'll get the contents what you have typed in the HTML document. Just give me a minute, guys. Okay, now what we have done so far, we have installed. We have installed our HTTPD service, which is a server application. And then we have created one HTML page. Now we will start this server application, HTTPD. You have to say service, not service, sorry, start service HTTPD command not found. Sorry, service start HTTPD. This is the right one, I guess. Hmm. Yeah, this one. This one is correct. Sorry. Then what you have to say? Your next command is start, not start, sorry, service HTTPD start. Then go to your AWS console, copy public IP or this one, public DNS. Let us copy public IP address. Anyone, you can also use DNS name. Open a new tab in your browser. You'll get this. So you have to go to your AWS console, copy public IP of Linux EC2, paste it in new tab. You'll get this, right? Yes, Imran got it, and others? Lakshmi, yes. Guys, if you're not doing, please take screenshot of these steps and this one. If you're not doing now, if you want, when you do it, go through this document. So these are the steps. Connect to your EC2 instance, and you can just type in these steps. And finally, you should get this.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Yeah, do we have to copy public DNS?
Yeah, public DNS. Public DNS or IP address, any one of them.
Okay, but I'm getting just a second.
So
I'm
here,
test page actually.
test page.
Yeah.
Like how you have you given any other name for instead of index?
No.
No. That means maybe this step has not done successfully.
Which one?
This one, saving your page.
Okay. I'll just look into it.
Go to your EC2 instance and check
Okay.
cat index.html.
Index.html.
You should get your HTML code.
Yeah.
You are getting this?
Yes.
And check the path, present working directory.
Okay.
So this has to be the path where deb and HTML.
Okay, I'm just getting where www.
That means it's not an HTML folder.
Okay.
What you can do, you can copy your index.html, cp index.html
Okay.
to HTML. Run this command.
Yeah, done.
Okay, now go and refresh your tab.
Okay. The same test page again.
Saying test page again.
Yeah. I'll just connect if it is a HTML. Cat doc. Okay, I'll get back to you if I don't get you. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll try. Yeah.
Okay, any doubts, guys? And see you in tomorrow's class. In tomorrow's class, we will talk about instance types, different instance types. Can I get anyhow yesterday and today's recorded videos? Because of timing issues. Okay, Sagar. I will let you know in tomorrow's class. Yeah, Imran says it's already there in YouTube. Imran, can you share that YouTube link here? Yeah, Kalyan has shared. Thank you, Kalyan. Okay, guys, see you tomorrow. Take care until then. Bye bye.
Ma'am, should we disconnect that, like
Yes,
terminate?
yes,
I
you
mean,
have to
just
stop.
stop. Just stop.
Stop, yeah, stop your instance.
Okay, ma'am. I'll do that. Thank you very much for.
Okay, let me also do that. Go to instances. Stop your instance. Okay, everyone. Bye.